My name is Sanjal and I'm an English Open Store Program volunteer. I'm from Bangalore in India. I've lived there throughout my life, done all my schooling, and a part of my university education. And I've lived for a year in London. For my undergrad, I did a bachelor's in history, economics, and political science. And then for my master's, I did it in international relations. I was actually completing my master's, so I completed it on the 14th of August and was in Chile on the 16th. Okay, I was with the VS5, so for little less than 3 months, I think, and I was placed in the Maule region in Curicó. I think more than just a English, all the others were just a mere position as an English speaking teacher at a school. But the English Opens Door offered something much more than that, which was more of a cultural exchange program, which was you get an opportunity to live with a family, a Chilean host family, and which provides you much more of an opportunity to learn about Chilean culture, which other programs do not offer. And that was something unique about the English Opens Door program. And I also stumbled upon some videos of previous volunteer experiences, and how their experience about Chilean culture and living with the host family, and that's what really impressed me, and thought this is what I have to do for the next 3 months. The EODP has always been there right from the time we applied to the time we applied for the visa, and then you had the orientation week where we got a real sort of a preview to what we can expect, and we're equipped with the skills. And then during the program as well, the EOD always was there to help us anytime you needed help. And so it's a really good support system, because it can be quite a challenging experience, and the EOD is always there to help you out, and you can always rely on them, on their support at any time. Really important, because some of the tips that we got on classroom management and lesson planning especially was really helpful. What was also helpful was the Portuguese class that we took, that he gave us, and that was also quite helpful, because for many of us, it was the first time we are teaching, and we have never had an experience teaching before. And so now here we are in Chile teaching English in a public school, and it can be quite challenging, but then the orientation week actually equipped us to meet this challenge. I was placed in Curicó, which is a small town, probably 100,000 people maybe. So I had a wonderful host family. We had a host mom, a dad, and I had a 6-year-old host brother and a host cousin, and she was 18. So, and this was it was a wonderful experience, and it was, I think we had the host community was basically with the brothers and sisters of the host mother. So they had so that was basically the community around which we interacted a lot. So, and they were always very welcoming, and it was quite interesting, because they were very curious to learn more about Indian culture, and it was a good opportunity for me also to learn a lot about Chilean culture, and they were always happy and to tell me more about Chile, about the culture, and especially about my host mom. We spent a lot of time cooking, and now, so it's been a wonderful experience. Sort of a cultural exchange as well, because where I was able to share a lot about Indian culture, and I also got a lot of knowledge about Chilean culture and the way of life. I think what I value the most probably is the people, and everyone's so friendly and willing to start a conversation, and right from when I landed in Santiago, everyone would say "Buenos dias," even if it was a stranger who you never met before. But then it's so easy to start a conversation with everyone or with anyone, and that's something I really value a lot. and also the fact that the social structure and social system is valued so much. It's something that I really appreciate, and hopefully it's changed me in a way that I appreciate this more when I go back to India now, and probably also appreciate the social structure, the social relationships, and that's something definitely I'll take away from Chile. Initially, I was a little scared, especially when I landed in Santiago, because I've never taught in a school before. It's my first time teaching, and we're basically thrown into the deep end with, public school with high schoolers, and so my first class, it was a bit of a blur because there was a lot happening, and then, but surprisingly, after the observation week, my first class, the students were it was, I thought classroom management is going to be a problem, but the first week it was just, everything was perfect, because I think the students they like the fact that there's someone from another country coming there to teach them, and also I think they like the fact that here is someone who's genuine, who loves teaching and who really loves the students. And I think that's what they're able to grasp very quickly, and that really changes their attitude to the class. And so initially what I thought would be a big challenge was actually not much of a challenge, though in between there were, it does become, it's not all smooth sailing. There are a few challenges in the classroom that pop up, but on the whole it was actually quite a good experience, because though it is challenging, and the fact that you have to only talk in English, and a lot of the students, explaining it to them, because you're talking to a class full of people who are not so comfortable, or probably the first time actually conversing in English, and so that's a real challenge. That there's always a temptation to talk in Spanish, but you should, for the benefit of the students, you should not actually fall to that temptation. And so that was the main challenge, that trying to get your message across by only talking in English. I think it's the students again, and I think it's a genuine love they have for a teacher, and I think that's something that I'll always remember, and the memories that you have in the class. And I think the students really value that relationship with someone who's genuinely there for them, and I think they can sense that in a person, and I think the love that they have, that's the biggest positive that I've had. I think personally, it was a challenge for me, because here I was in a country where I basically had nothing before I came here, knew no one. It was a new environment, and here I am after 3 months. So many memories, so many relationships, so many friendships, and that's the big. So personally, I've grown a lot. I've met a lot of different people, so many memories that you'll always keep. So personally, I've also grown as a person, because it was a good chance for me to learn a lot about myself, and that was quite important for me. So I think on a personal level, it's helped me become stronger as a person and learn a lot about myself. Professionally, it's also because this was again my first job as such, because so it's really helped me grow into go from a student, probably from a life as a student, to more now life as a professional, and the challenges and the responsibilities that you have, the turning up on time, because a lot depends on you turning up on time, and especially the EOD, and there's a lot of trust put in you. So professionally, it's keeping to that trust, and so getting used to the life as a professional and going away from the life as a student. I think that's what the program has taught me professionally. So on one hand, it's also probably never judge students just because of the fact, because when I got there, a lot of people are like, students are really bad, they are misbehave, and you need to discipline them. But then what I really thought was the classes that were branded as the most challenging were actually some of the most wonderful classes I had. So it's basically that you can never judge a student just because of their way they behave in class, and everyone has talent, and I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned, that every student or every person is special and has something in them. I think I'm now applying for jobs in India, and hopefully come back to Chile sometime. But as of now, there's no plan. I'm still planning for the future. So, but definitely coming back to Chile, because my primero medio students want me to come for their graduation 3 years down the line. So. Definitely apply for the EOD, English Opens Door program, because it's one of a kind, and I think it will give you the 3 months, depending on what they apply for. The 3 months or 7 months will be some of the most wonderful time of their lives. So definitely apply for this program, because it's really special and you will not regret it. I think everyone is a good fit, because the program is such that anyone can actually fit into this program. So you can be a fresh graduate or some college graduate looking for a new opportunity, then this is an ideal program. You might also be someone who's worked for a few years and now wants to try out something different. That's also it's a good opportunity. So I think it's a program that anyone can actually fit into. So you need not worry about the fact that am I going to fit into this program or not, because the program is such that whatever you are, you will fit into it.